All right. You are watching the Two Broker Girls Facebook live video before we start our show. This is kind of like a behind the scenes look before we do our podcast. So welcome. I'm Sandi Burnett, and Erin became blonde this week.
Hey, do you like it? It's my new look, everybody.
Hey, this is my friend Leah. She also frequents on the Don't Hassle Us, We're Local
Hello.
radio show. She is not a broker girl, but she's going to bring it in the personality department.
I'm going to do my best.
Erin's out sick, so Erin, you better be tuning in, girl, from your deathbed. We wish you well, and also, Erin became a grandma last week.
I cannot believe that at all.
I know.
She's the hottest grandma I've ever seen.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I know. And she's heard all the jokes, like, ever since she even knew she was going to become a grandma.
I thought she was our age. There's no,
Yeah, she is.
Killing it.
What did you say, a gilf?
She's a gilf.
Anyway, the two
Grandma
broker
I'd like
girls.
To cuddle.
Aww,
Jay, gilk.
Erin, we would like to congratulate you.
Yeah, congratulations.
And your granddaughter is beautiful, so get well. Erin will be back next week. Another announcement that we have to make is we are actually going to be switching this show to Tuesdays. Tuesdays, same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat cave.
Yeah. Now this post will probably be removed.
Copyrighted.
No. Batman. So anyway, Erin and I are going to switch the show to Tuesdays, so be sure to tune in next week at 2:30 Central Standard Time. So this is actually my favorite part of the podcast because It's not the podcast yet. And we get to basically talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
My favorite topic ever.
Yeah. Like ourselves.
Like this?
Yeah.
She's trying to loosen me up, everybody.
I'm going to be showing a house later.
Shh. We replaced hers with
Bud Light.
LaCroix.
Bud Light Seltzer, you should be sponsoring me.
Hey, 7G, I hear that.
Yeah, 7G.
Coral. Have you seen her lately? Did you see her haircut?
Do I know her?
She's on here too. On Don't Hassle Us sometimes.
When? Have I ever met her?
She's the one. She's got the
Tuesdays.
best laugh ever. She's giggly.
Okay.
She's younger, a little younger.
No.
She just got a pixie cut, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. And then she posted this picture. Dang, killing it too.
It looks great.
It looks amazing on her.
I could never ever do that.
I can't because I don't know what's under here.
Yeah, exactly.
I have like some big weird mole somewhere.
I think my hair is super thick and
you have red hair though. Is that natural?
Yeah, no, not anymore. But
Really?
I do have red hair. I'm just entering a more villainous stage.
Poison ivy.
Yes, I
I see
have
it.
been poison ivy. I should show you a picture.
I have to see it.
I fucking rocked it on the makeup with poison ivy.
Oh, you did? You went.
I need all of you trolls to find my Facebook photo of when I was poison ivy in 2014.
I have to see this.
I mean, I had veins, like ivy veins,
Oh, cool.
like drawing up, and I used eyelash glue for the veins, so it was above my skin and everything. So
That's
somebody,
smart. You're clever.
somebody post a pic from when I was hot.
Oh, like you're not.
I lost a bunch of weight for my wedding, and it was like awesome.
Did
And
you?
yeah.
I had just had a baby before mine, so
Yeah.
there was no losing weight. Just
But
the ball.
I've been losing weight again.
Yay!
Been doing it right. I've been working out a lot. Been
Keto?
posting
Do
my
anything like
workout. I don't do keto because I feel like it's gross. It's gross, you guys.
Are you
Come
not
on.
like a meat eater?
I can eat meat, but I can't just like be only eating meat and cheese.
See,
and
if I
being,
could just
like,
eat meat all day long, I would be golden.
like heart disease runs
not
in
good
my
for you,
family,
though. Yeah,
and
it's not good
I'm gonna
for you.
fucking drop dead
Right.
before
I love that you just
the
dropped the
age
F-bomb
of-
too.
the age of 40.
But I don't understand
My clients
it.
know that I cuss a lot.
If you don't, I wouldn't hire you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying. You don't
And
need
I
a
hear
church lady.
cussing a lot, so we can all.
Yeah, when you're selling or buying a house,
Yep.
you're gonna cost a lot, I'm
Yep.
sure.
It is it's a scary process.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to cuss their way through it
Absolutely.
on your behalf.
I haven't had to do it yet. Well, I bought my first home, but I had my parents help when I went through it all, so I haven't gone through it solo yet, and I'm scared to death to do it.
Oh, I mean, as long as you just have a trusted professional in your corner. No, but like seriously, I mean, somebody that does it day in and day out, like before I got into real estate, I tried to sell like my own house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I can totally do it because these guys are jokers, and everything.
Well, you sell your own house, so is it for sale by owner? Or
yeah, I was FSBOing my house.
Oh, okay.
And then about like halfway through the process, I was like so pissed off and sick of everything, and I never tracked anybody that had called me. And I'm like, man, I should have like who thinks like I should follow up? I'm just like, I'm gonna answer my phone, and if they whatever, I don't know. It was
that's gotta be creepy too. They're like, hey, can I come over and see your house?
And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's why I would be like, I'm pretending it's not my house.
Yeah, and then like they would say like shit that kind of pissed me off, like. Oh, I've seen 1,000 of these floor plans or this floor plan again.
Well,
like,
in houses, you tend to do that. That's why they call them certain styles there.
It was, it was funny. So by the time I had finally thrown in the towel and hired my agent and everything, when she put her sign in the yard, I had this immense like sigh of relief.
Right.
Like I didn't know I was holding my breath that long.
Right.
I'm like, not my problem anymore. And
like when you take your bra off.
Yes. Best feeling ever. If you don't take your bra off immediately when you get home, I do not trust you.
Pants. I mean, pants off at the door. We have a rule in my house of pants off, dance off as soon as you get in the door. My kids have always done that. Isn't it? Okay, it's not just me, right?
No, I have to. Well, and
no
then
pants.
I'm the only family member that will, like, walk around naked in the
I wear
house.
a
Everybody
big
hates that I do that.
You walk like naked?
Like if I have to go get something out of the laundry room, I'm not putting on temporary clothes to put on my permanent clothes.
I love that so much.
My family, not so much. They're not loving it.
My Cooper's 5. And you know when they're 5, little boys, they go through, Mom, I have these. Mm-hmm. Do you have a little boy?
No.
You just have a girl?
Yes.
Okay, so then you don't get it. They go through this like obsession thing with...
I have a husband, though.
This is something Mommy has. Sissy doesn't have them, but Mommy has them. Daddy doesn't have them. He doesn't have them. So it's funny to make fun of those.
That's interesting.
I'm going to cover those up when I run through the house just because he's there.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You know what I mean? I don't want to confuse him.
My daughter, like, still hates... She's like, Mom, oh my God. She, like, will cover her face. And, like, Wes is like, cover your eyes.
I remember my mom doing that, too, but I haven't broached that yet.
I don't know. I've just always been, like, in my own house. Like, why do I need to dress up? What do you want, an evening gown?
Yeah. I just get, like, a little towel, like... running through, tippy toes like a cartoon.
All right, well,
this is the most uncomfortable conversation I've been a part of in a while.
Jay is living for it. Well, today I think when we get into the actual episode, we're going to be talking about open houses and a lot about like what this podcast itself, the Facebook Live, it's for everyone, it's for y'all, but the podcast itself is more aimed at agents looking to just basically like level up or if you're new and you have no idea what the hell you're doing, like start here. I got your back.
I think it'd be interesting for anybody.
Yeah.
Like I'm interested in watching the podcast and I'm not an agent.
I mean, really like open
houses. See how you guys work.
Exactly. And I'll mention this again in the podcast and remind me if I forget, but if you're like a seller or a buyer out there and you think open houses is the thing that sells your house, like I feel sorry for you because honestly only I think it's 2% last time I checked was the statistic.
Right, it's super low.
Yeah, of an open house actually selling your house. And usually when I meet buyers, whether it's to go, like whether they're coming through my open house or whether we're going to go view a house, like that's never, the first house is never the house that.
Oh no.
And they're like,
well, it's
all
like
excited
cars.
about
you go to buy a car, is it going to be the first one you test drive?
It looks so great in the photos.
Yeah. Right. No, yeah.
So,
no, I've heard that before. I think that's common knowledge, and if it isn't, maybe, I don't know, because
I don't know. When I was FISBOing, I like held my house open every Sunday.
Oh,
and was
no.
like all like thinking
You
somebody
gotta
was
keep it
gonna buy
clean.
it. I was a total idiot.
You gonna keep all your dirty laundry off the floor?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
I did have an incident where I was at work and my real estate agent. Actually, this is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Ryan, you were not my real estate agent, but you were friends with my real estate agent. You showed my list, like my house. It wasn't my listing, but before I was an agent. And my agent texted me a picture of like my underwear in the bathroom floor. Like that was the only thing out of place, and it was
your
like,
agent a girl or a boy?
A girl.
Okay.
But a boy texted her the picture.
Oh boy.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Oh, it was Ryan that took the picture.
Yeah, and he hasn't let me live it down either. Anyway, we all wear underwear.
Yeah. Well, not if we're home alone.
I wasn't that day apparently.
You were gone.
Little breezy at work. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about hosting open houses.
Awesome.
Yeah, if we just do a recap, and you mentioned the Sandy, that basically the Facebook Live before we hit the record, it's all about kind of from jump if you're going to get your license to where you're at, right?
Yes.
So if we look back on things, and you've been doing this now roughly over, it was the 6th episode,
Yep.
so 6 weeks. We took a week off last week and
Yeah.
everything. So you have you go back, and you can go to Anchor FM, you can go to iTunes to listen to old episodes, Spotify, it's on there as well. Majority of your podcatchers actually it's all over. It's Two Broker Girls podcast.
Yep.
You have the first episodes to get to know. You have things like interviewing other episodes, like interviewing your brokerages. You're building your database. And then you've got your license. What now? Getting started. What to do? And I think there's another one of and I just said interviewing brokerages. It's really about like if you getting. It's taking you from the alpha to the omega. Like, all right, you want to do this. You're starting a career, and it's going to be in real estate. Here's how it goes. Here's maybe some things behind the scenes that you're not being told. And some things that might be just eye openers for you that along the way that you might already be involved in. Either the hiring process or you've been hired, that's some things that you're like, oh, all right, I can do it this way because of your experience.
Yep.
Right? And so we've got this today, and Leah's in today to ask some questions, kind of more, you guys will, none of this, you have an outline, but nothing here going on. And when we put in the podcast is even scripted. Leah here will ask some questions if you bring up something and you're answering on the spot.
That's
and,
what
yeah,
she's
it can be
here
about as
for.
real as it can be.
On the fly.
Yeah, and once again, Erin, if you're tuning in now, but you weren't before, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Get better soon.
Keep the flu at home, girl.
No, we don't want coronavirus. Up in the
We got
sun.
one of the two BGs representing.
I don't have it.
I was going to bring a t-shirt for you, and then I left in a hurry.
That's all right. We'll just pretend like I have it on so you
Yeah.
can't tell.
There's a couple things on the Facebook Live.
Uh-oh.
Ryan does say hi and says,
Okay.
what up, Leah?
Hi, Boo.
Lori Bunch.
Oh, that's my mom.
She says, watch your swearing.
I
Right.
get it, Mom.
Ryan does agree with you. Only 2 times in almost 11 years have I sold a home off an open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never have, so.
He said,
Yeah.
and that's also taking new construction off the table. He said, and he also said, pick your panties up. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it, Ryan.
Yeah.
The hell off my show.
Panties.
All right, so we're gonna go into the.
Underwears.
Are we gonna go into the pod?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started.
Okay. Go in here and make sure we got everything.
He looks like he knows what he's doing.
A little bit. All right. I go. 2, 1.
All right. Welcome to the Two Broker Girls. This is episode 6, Open Houses. I am broker girl Sandi Lyn Burnett, and I am joined by a substitute Erin. Is that what we should
That's
call
me.
you?
You can call me Leah or substitute, whatever. I'm good with either one.
I'm waiting for her. For those of you tuning into our Facebook Live and can see her on video, I'm going to call her Substitute because I want her to rip off her glasses and take down her hair and shake it.
Really? How much are you gonna pay me if I do that?
She's totally got that look right now.
Oh, like the not too hot for teacher. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, so this episode we are covering open houses. Erin will be back next week. She is at home with the flu, being responsible and keeping it at home. So
Appreciate
we wish you a speedy recovery, Erin, and she will be back next week. Also, we are switching to Tuesdays, same time, 2:30 Central. So be sure to tune in to our Facebook Live so you can make fun of me in live time. Ask your questions, leave your comments, and we love this to be an interactive show, but we also want this to go down in history, so we're on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen. Well, I say we should just get right into it.
School me, girl.
This episode is about open houses. Leah is not a real estate agent, but she is going to definitely grill me hard if we ever... I came out wrong.
Grill you hard.
If we ever, run across anything where her as a consumer, she's like, well, what about this or that? Like, that's what I'm here for. So I wanted somebody still to be able to bounce these ideas and tips off of. So
Ask some questions if they pop into my head.
yeah.
Just like us other normies, non-agents would ask.
Yeah, so I guess the first thing that I want to make clear to agents, especially new agents, is the reason that we chose open houses to be our next podcast in this crawl, walk, run thing that we have going on for this show, training-wise, is open houses are some of the cheapest, it's the cheapest way really to acquire new business. When you have a real estate license and you're like, great, what next? How do I start making money? Well, that's to basically, you need to start getting clients ASAP. And that's great that you have a lot of friends and family, but they're probably not going to sell their house just because you got your real estate license.
Right.
And so you need to find people that are ready to buy right now. And how are you going to get in front of those people? If you don't have a ton of money to start spending on ads and marketing and some lead gen platforms that we'll discuss in future episodes, how are you going to get in front of potential clients right now? And that's really open houses.
Right. It makes sense. I get it.
Something that I didn't realize until I got into real estate is, did you know that you don't have to have a listing in order to host an open house?
Why would you want to if you don't want
when you can actually ask agents that are already successful, that already have lots of listings, hey, can I host XYZ Main Street, 123 Main Street? I always I need to get a fake address. And in the back of my head, in the Marines we always said private Schmuckatelli. That was the go-to
I know
name.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
I know private
Sometimes
Schmuckatelli.
they're promoted to PFC Schmuckatelli, but
I love it.
usually those are the ranks. But so on 123 Main Street, would you let me have this house open? Also, a lot of times when I'm hosting opens and I'm not the listing agent, as soon as somebody walks through the door, I'll be like, yo, this is not my listing. I'm not the listing agent. I'll let them know, because a lot of people, they think oh, that was so-and-so's listing.
Well, it takes pressure off of them because they don't feel like you're
my
hawking them for
motive
sale.
isn't to make sure you buy this house.
Right.
Obviously, if I host opens for my sellers and everything, but really that is the number one thing that you need to know as an agent. Ask other successful agents that already have listings if you can host an open for them.
So you do that for publicity then, kind of to get your name out there?
Yeah, part of it. I in the prep and marketing stuff, I want you to have lots of directionals made and just cover the freaking street and all turns possible going into that house with your name and numbers, open house, signs directional, because if I don't have my own listings, at least I can fake it till I make it. You're seeing my signs out there.
I get it. That makes sense. Saturate it with
it's gonna legitimize me.
All this.
I'm an agent.
Yes.
So how to choose a good listing to hold open. So I would say obviously your listing, if you're fortunate enough to have, sellers that you're going to be doing the very best job that you possibly can for them. Obviously, you can hold your own listings open, but with other agents' listings, I should kind of share a little bit of a couple of things that happened to me when I was a new agent, and I was desperate to hold other agents' listings open, whoever would let me. And I had one agent be like, oh, I need these 3 listings held open this Sunday, blah, blah, blah. So I raised my hand immediately. Oh, I'll cover it. And I was really excited to do it.
Go get her, you.
Well, then nobody came through any of the 3 opens. Did you put out
snacks?
But they have to come through the door to
You have to advertise snacks.
I should have done that.
I'm coming to every open house that has snacks.
But then what I learned was that if I would have researched these listings, I would have seen that they had been listed so long that they expired, and then they relisted. And some of these were this agent's own home that she was selling, and she just didn't feel like dealing with it.
Wow.
And so be smart about how you spend your time. If you're doing these opens on a Saturday or Sunday, that's time away from your family. That's time away from making money with other clients. So research these listings. Also, make sure that these agents don't have some sort of weird ass expectation that you're going to hand over the entire list of people that have signed in.
Right. Okay.
Just make sure that you're keeping these leads that you acquire.
You're getting something from doing the open.
Some listing agents in the past have been like, I expect a 25% referral fee on anybody. It's like, they would have never.
If you're going to do the work,
at least I'm selling your listing.
Right.
Or whatever. So
you should get something from your,
from your time. Just make sure you know your expectations.
She always says time is money.
You don't have to be cringy about it or overly aggressive. Just know that this is some shit that agents have pulled in the past on me, and
especially if you're a newer agent.
Exactly.
They're gonna take advantage of that. Well, yeah.
So it's a great way to make money. It's a great way to make the listing agent look like a hero to their sellers after they're sick of holding this house open themselves. Right. Just sell it to them that way. So I guess in the prep and marketing area, we already discussed the signs and directionals, but make sure that you get some good, obviously we've talked about in previous episodes about color schemes and stuff, but I went through a phase where I thought dark signs were cool.
Not at night.
Nobody can see them, even day or night. It
really?
Does not pop.
Get the reflectors on.
Yeah,
there.
I need the reflectors. Did you know those are expensive?
I didn't know any of this.
If you got reflector money, burn that reflector sign money. Okay, but
reflector money. I'm using that.
So make sure that you're creating eye-catching, popping, bright, nice looking directionals, and put them everywhere. Even if it's ridiculous directional to get to, if you can put out 50 directionals
just all in a row, like Christmas lanterns, follow the breadcrumbs to the house.
Exactly.
Do it. Why not?
Because that is, one more chance somebody's gonna, especially if they know you, then it's they'll snap it and just be like, oh my god, I see your sign out here. That is always a great compliment. So put out a ton of directionals. Make sure you're advertising it on social media. If it's not your listing, make sure you credit, at the very end, listing provided courtesy of so-and-so by so-and-so brokerage. But market the crap out of that listing. Yeah. That's your chance. It's doing the listing agent a favor. The sellers are going to love the extra exposure. So just... Oh, yeah. And then also, Facebook Live, I've said it before, I'll say it again, that is the quickest way to get in front of a ton of people that don't even like your page or anything. It's just organic reach. It's
as
awesome.
A consumer, a normie, I like that better. I'll just go with, I'm a normie. That's non-brokers. When they go Facebook Live at a showing, I'm always looking at it.
Yeah.
Every single time, just because I'm nosy. And I want to see what the inside of the house looks like. You know
Erin
what I mean?
has told me that she's gotten sellers from it that
Oh,
have
yeah.
just been like, I've watched
I've looked at a couple houses just
Facebook
from
Live.
the
Yeah.
Facebook Lives. It's the easiest way. It's free marketing, too.
Exactly. It
Why
does
not?
not cost you a dime. Like, you new agents, you need to get all of, you've already spent a shit ton of money getting licensed and
Oh, yeah. It
getting
is
all of your
not
marketing
cheap to do
materials
that.
and everything that you've had to, get ready to begin with. So you need to save all the money that you can. And
Capitalize on free advertisement
yeah,
as much as
if
possible.
you're gonna nail it in this line of work, you need to get your ass on video,
Yeah.
not your ass, your face,
Or both.
maybe.
I mean, I'd look.
It
Just saying.
sells. It sells.
Something like
So you need to be on video, and people aren't gonna take you seriously if you've got like no video.
No, video is important nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, I won't even, like, I hate when I go to, as a normie, look at a house, and they have just the pictures and the
Yeah.
slideshow. I love the 360s?
Yes.
You can go into the rooms.
Yep.
Or-
that's Matterport. That costs a lot of money for
I'm sure,
agents.
reflector money.
Got that reflector money?
But then what did you call that? What was it called?
Matterport.
That's
like,
Matterport money?
Yeah.
Then that's like one step ahead of reflector money?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Probably.
I'm learning so much today.
I know.
Do the Facebook Lives. Like, that's my favorite thing. Like, sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just go through one after the other
It
after
is
the other.
free. It is free, people.
Exactly.
And it has taken me, like, I need to practice what I preach a lot more. I have coaches that will rip me up one side and paint me down the other, like, why haven't you done your videos for the week, And I need to, and I need people to do that. But I'm promising you, agents, it gets easier the more that you're on video. So I think I've beat that horse to death, brought it back to life, and beat it again. Social media, door knocking. So this is something where I could totally practice what I preach, and it depends on the listing and depends on the neighborhood. But what
Yeah.
better way to impress the people than, just being like, hey, I just wanted you to have a heads up. There's going to be extra cars parked around here, like the neighbors.
Aw.
And just be like,
I like that.
I'm holding this house. It doesn't have to be cringy. Like, are you looking to buy or sell today? Like, no, I never am. Get the
I come
hell
in
off
peace.
my porch. Like,
I'm not selling anything.
it would just be so cool. Like, here's my card. If anybody, like, if you need anything or
Right.
somebody, like, parked partly on your, like, let me know. I will make sure,
Yeah. I
And
like
it's
that.
a great way to get your name out there. So door knock ahead of time and maybe the morning of. Newspaper I had written down, but that's only because I wanted to make fun of it.
And we're going to, because it's 1950.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a newspaper?
Honestly, like, I'm just sorry. Like, if I'm selling your house, just know ahead of time, Sandi Burnett is not going to list your home in the newspaper. I will get the job done, though.
You got that, Grandma?
But some people, if you are
My
stuck
grandma put
in the
hers in the
1970s and want your house to sell, go ahead and list it in the newspaper and kiss that $150 goodbye.
Is it $150?
I don't know. It's something ridiculous. It's just like, come
My
on.
grandma
If you
put it in
want
the
like a
newspaper.
photo and anything worth it,
But
guys,
it's only black and
I
white.
know that I just backed myself into a huge corner. I cannot wait for the hate that follows.
Sandy,
this,
you
but
put my house in a
I
newspaper.
know. I would if you came to me and you were like, "It's important to me that your freaking house is in a newspaper." I will, but
Just a quick question. And I never would have thought about it, and I, again, almost spit up my drink when you said that about the newspaper. And I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
But 100% you're right. In this day and age, when you can take a virtual reality tour in anything, instead of... Yeah, 100%
Yeah.
you're right. Like, there's just no way that anybody in this day and age should be doing it. And I think you have to even go further back. You're not stuck in the 1970s. Go
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah, my grandpa reads the newspaper still, but I tell you what.
Slow down.
at
I read the
90
newspaper.
What?
I read the newspaper.
Okay,
still.
but he's not looking for a
Fight,
home.
fight.
He's
No,
looking.
yeah, neither am I. I can't even imagine. But
At 90 years old.
What you said is right. With the way technology is, virtual reality, everything else, like, yeah, no, you're not spending your money.
look,
that
my
way.
thing is if you have all the money in the world to spend on all forms of media, absolutely do it. Like, get yourself out there in any way that you can. I did a few newspaper ads in the past, and I've literally never seen anybody like send me a text or a picture being like, "Oh, I see you in the paper," or gotten business from it.
It's like the penny saver.
So I'm just not about
They don't exist anymore.
save the trees, you guys.
Yes, thank you. We've all seen the Lorax.
Yeah. So, okay, so what do we do like on the day of the open? You know, all of this stuff I recommend doing ahead of time, just maximizing exposure, put it on your stories. I need to up my stories game.
I still don't do stories.
I need a whole damn episode on stories. I need somebody to come in here and train us all.
Stories?
I'm friends.
My 9-year-old
One of my
totally
clients
do
is
that.
25, and her stories game is just like all the little dancing things on it.
I just
and
don't
I'm
have
just-
the... How?
I need her to train me.
I don't even know how to Snapchat. I just use it for the filters.
So
I don't know how to actually use it.
we need to bring I just have like this list of things to bring because some of it is stuff that I would have I never thought of it, and I was in a pickle a couple of times, but
Did you bring pickles?
no.
Oh. See, I'm telling
I mean,
you, it's all about
because
the
well,
snacks.
I know, but like some people don't like pickles.
Just bring them, girl. Food.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay, I do bring food. It's
Okay.
on my list. Food/decor.
That's right. See it.
So you're gonna get a bunch of signs and directionals in your car. Some people do balloons, and you have to admit, like when you're driving down the street, if you see balloons like on a directional, it catches your eye.
Yep.
You guys, balloons are freaking cheap. Just like splurge and
Yeah,
do
that is
it.
cheap.
Food/decor. One of my friends / coaches, Mike Bjorkman, he's all about the food, just like you. And he's like, a special like bond happens if you get somebody to actually like eat something
Yeah.
at your open house, and you have a chance to talk to them when you're like breaking bread together.
Yeah, it's true.
Like you start to relate. So make sure that you've got, something worth coming in there.
Not just stale cookies.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have something.
Yeah.
If I go into an open house, I've been to many, and I do it for fun sometimes
Uh-huh.
on a Sunday. But if they have like cookies, I'm like, meh, they didn't even put any effort in. Like that goes through my head. So if I go to an open house and there's like little finger sandwiches and like a little olive tray and like crackers and cheese and salami, you get me with the salami. right
Leah
there.
is intimidating the crap out of me right now. Like sometimes I'm like last minute and I'm like, at least you get me, okay? But like
Go
okay,
to Walmart. They have those meat trays.
just,
for, like,
okay, this is
$10.
super important though. Like back to my open houses point when you were talking about that you go sometimes just to see like what they've got going on for decorating or like
nosy,
you
yeah.
just that is all about like the Looky Loos thing. They say that's another thing that I learned about like from Mike Bjorkman he was like, it's cheaper than the movies. Like some people will like spend the day doing that. And I'm like,
I've done it on Sundays.
I just feel like you're a loser.
Well, I mean, I was. Thanks.
Like
When you have little kids, you can't go do much. So what do you
my
do
God,
for your adult
go to
time?
the
is you go-
park. Like what the hell?
Well, because
keep
well, if
your
you're
kids out of my
looking-
open house.
Especially if it's somebody you don't like and you see that they're moving. I'm definitely going
Yeah,
to that
exactly.
open house.
True.
I'm definitely
True.
going. Let me see how these people live.
And the whole point of hosting these opens, you guys, is to pick up buyers. And you know what? If Leah walked into one of my open houses and she's not even thinking about moving, I'm still going to be top of mind. And you're going to be like, oh my God, my cousin like is thinking about moving. Like I should totally hook the two of you up.
Right.
It's just be seen. Be
and be
seen
cool
in your profession.
And,
yeah.
Like if I'll remember you. Like
Yeah.
if you're that funny one, you're gonna stand out. If you're the one that was
Yeah.
more personable with me, you're gonna
Be
stand
yourself.
out. If you're the one with the salami tray, I'm not gonna forget about you.
Did you know that I had like one of my friends
You're gonna do a
/
salami
neighbors?
tray at your next
No.
open house.
I'm
Okay.
just like, I'm not going to talk about salami right now, you guys. You're not sucking me into that one.
Okay, a cheese tray maybe.
So,
Anyways.
my friend, okay, like when these people come through your open and how you greet them is huge.
Yeah.
Don't stalk them. Like they know what a freaking bathroom is.
Yeah.
Like don't insult their intelligence.
Right.
And also, I mean, I had a friend where she said that her and her husband went through an open and they they were super young at the time. The agent never even greeted them.
Oh, I've had that happen.
The entire, are you freaking
yeah,
kidding
wearing a
me?
hoodie and like ripped jeans, you know.
And they didn't even like,
Nope.
to me, I'm like, oh my God, yeah.
And you remember those too. For
That
not
agent
good
could have sold that
reasons.
house. They actually bought that house, but not from the agent there. They like looked a different agent up.
Yep.
That's
what
incredible
happens.
to me.
It's
So
insulting, and people can
freaking-
feel that.
Never ever, like, oh my God. How
Never
many-
assume.
Haven't we all learned lessons like that? Like,
you would hope so,
wow, that's incredible.
but no.
Okay, so the sign-in thing. How are you going to track these people? So to me, I no longer have sign-in sheets. I have different cool ways of getting their information. I sound horrible right now.
Okay, let me guess. Business card, lunch draw or something?
Well, that's like a great idea.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, wait, let's do that again. Yeah. We look like noobs.
I'm a normie.
So business card lunch draw. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something new that I'm implementing is you just simply scan my QR code on your phone.
Ooh.
And then it's going to tell you like, hey, a video welcomes you to the open house, says blah blah blah, have a look around. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. Like I can teach any, you agents get a hold of me on this cuz I've got like training for days on this, but it's something new that I've been implementing.
That's awesome.
I can also, what I do now is I actually don't bring listing paper sheets, like once again with my newspaper
the things they put out in the rolls outside.
Like come on now, like yeah, exactly. I don't put those. If I'm gonna sell your house, by the way, a flyer on your freaking sign, a flyer box, that's not gonna sell your house.
That's for nosy people like me too.
Make them text 123 Main Street to my smart number. Let me put that rider on the sign, and then I capture their info. They don't just grab the listing sheet, keep walking, and I never got a chance to talk to them. That's my job. Let me do my job.
Right.
Anyway, so
cool.
I get their information if they scan my QR code. I get their information if they're like, sometimes depending on if somebody I think is going to be insulted that I don't do flyer sheets, I'll be like, oh, I just ran out of them. We were very busy. Let me text it to you.
Yeah.
Boom.
Got their phone number. You
know what, people? You don't have to just walk in and be like, sign here. I need all your information. Because they're going to put fake crap. Like, the whole idea is to get them as clients, keep generating conversation, keep being able to get in front of them. Make sure you bring entertainment or work during your downtime when people aren't there.
Look busy.
Oh my God. Well, like also be busy. Like you're wasting an hour and a half of your life. And then also for vacant listings, like vacant homes, bring one of those chairs, like those like chairs you'd bring to like a barbecue or something.
Like a soccer mom chair?
What the hell are those called?
A beanbag chair?
Like the accordion snap out chair.
What's an accordion snap-out chair?
Just a folding chair.
Yeah, like not a folding chair.
Not the old ones. It's yes, like, yes. I think
when you take.
I think Leah got it right with the soccer mom.
Chair.
Yeah, you just
yeah. I don't know why I got to be soccer mom chair.
No, but you knew what I meant. Every single person
knows exactly what I was talking about.
So bring a freaking chair and some toilet paper and thank me later.
Toilet paper, that's
Text
smart.
2 broker girls to 563-334-4983 after you've had that save your life. And then we already talked about advertising. One thing I want to make sure to say, and this is huge, is safety.
That worries me about my broker friends.
That actually happens. I've seen videos. It's just horrible.
I watch Dateline. I bought my friend. She's a real estate agent. I bought her mace for her keychain, for, just in case. But I'm a big Second Amendment advocate. So.
I carry a gun.
Good for
Aaron
you.
carries a gun. I will. You're gonna be in big trouble. You got the wrong house if you come in mine.
Absolutely.
That's not a challenge. That's just honestly.
I think every real estate agent.
I really feel sorry for you if you come into my house, my open house, trying to start some shit. But trust your gut. Okay, if somebody gives you the creeps, that is way different than you being afraid that you're violating fair housing or something. Literally trust your gut. Would you rather be wrong and alive? I mean, just honestly. So here's what we do. Here's what we do. Here's what I say to do, and that's just simply 2 things. If you think you have a big enough social media presence where you think you got some stalkers to worry about, I would say never host an open alone.
Right.
A lot of people say bring a friend or that type of thing, another fellow agent. They're gonna be happy to split the leads, things like that. Lots of lenders are super happy to contribute to showing being at your open. They can pre-approve these buyers on the spot. But also just get the hell out of the house. Like, these people are creeping you up, just be like, hey, I'm locking up. It's over. Well, I thought you had another half. Yeah, please, like, call me. Like, we can totally do a private showing. I'm sorry, I have an emergency. Like, be rude, stay alive.
Don't worry about offending anybody. Like, call somebody when I don't feel comfortable. Have somebody either meet you there or lock up and leave.
Exactly.
Like, absolutely. Your safety is first and foremost.
Start going live. I'm here with.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Yes.
Tell
everybody where you're at.
Protect yourself.
Send people the address of where you're going to be.
Especially females. We got lots of creepers that won't leave.
Especially pretty females.
Yeah. I mean,
showing a house.
You're looking at a couple right over here.
Right.
So I talked about like the signing in. Make sure you greet them. I don't care. Like, just, oh my God, really? Like, I still can't believe you haven't been greeted at a couple of houses. That kills me.
No, I haven't. Totally. I've been treated rudely too. That happens.
You need to talk to them. Like, I don't immediately start bombarding them with questions, but I'm always like, so, like, how long have you been looking? What's your situation? Where are you living now?
Yeah. Is your house on the market?
Yeah. Like, what are you into? And stuff like that, to where, finally I'm just like, oh, have you been working with an agent? No, we haven't, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Usually they say a couple of agents, and then I start, like, educating them and being like, oh, my God, we'll just pick one.
Right. And stick with
and,
it.
like, as long as you're wording it in a way that's valuable to them, they're going to remember it. And they're going to remember you. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, Sandi can track all of the houses that I'm into or not into, and she can take on that burden for me. Mm-hmm. And I can throw my spreadsheets out the window.
Right. In the
why
energy
wouldn't you just pick
matters. One? You have great energy, but there's been. You're very welcome. When you walk in, and I'm kind of intimidating. I don't know if you've noticed that, but when I walk into an open house and I see a real estate agent, hey, I'm probably going to greet them first.
Yeah.
And then immediately I think they're like, you know what I mean? Well, and especially if they're older, older real estate agents, they don't socialize the way we do.
Yeah.
They're not as.
So you found their listing in the newspaper?
I did. The Penny Saver. A couple times.
No, that's so good. And sometimes, I've been talking to somebody else, or I've been on the phone being busy, and it's just like, hey, like, I'll just take a look around. Let me know if you have any questions. They love that. They're like, oh my God, she's not going to be up my ass.
Right.
This is incredible.
They're going to respect you even more for that.
And if I do have a sign-in sheet, like the seller's requesting it or whatever, I'm like, just do me a favor, sign in before you leave. Like, I just need to make sure, and just, back off.
Yeah, but be positive about it. Don't.
Yeah.
I've always had the bulldog face realtors. They're pissed that they're there on a Sunday and, it's whatever.
And it's like, this is, okay.
Be happy to see me.
You are in a profession that you are 100% commission. I do not make money unless people want me to make money.
And guess what's going to do that?
I am at your mercy.
That's right.
And that's really scary, but that means you really have to put yourself out there.
Yeah. Be happy to see people.
But the nice thing is that I don't have to work with dickheads or people that I don't want to work with. Like, it's super awesome.
You're working for yourself.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have to, like, eat it sometimes just to make sure that, like, I can say that I did the very best I possibly could to make sure they were happy. Yeah. And I'm happy to do that.
Sure. That's sales in general. That's
but honestly, like, I do get to just be like, you know what? Yeah. Nope.
And you're selling yourself as a real estate agent. Am I wrong?
Oh my God! I want you to remember me.
Right. You're selling yourself,
everybody
your personality,
remember
everything.
me. Yeah, totally. So that's your responsibility as an agent, to get them to remember you. Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything. Make sure that they're not working with an agent. Make sure that they think of you, and make sure you know what, like we've talked about in previous episodes, you're selling you. Make sure you get across what sets you apart.
Yes, I like it.
Cool. Well, Jay, do we have anything before we're wrapping up?
No, and you had all good comments. Just things like good information about the newspaper, or having somebody there. Do you know what I'm saying? Or maybe even taking a lender with you to those things. So I mean, all good information which you had as usual.
Thank you.
Tell everybody how they can follow you.
Yes.
They can get a hold of you.
I am Sandi with an I, Sandi Burnett. I'm an agent brokered by eXp Realty. If you ever want to talk to me, whether you're a buyer, seller, or an agent, or if you have a referral for the Quad Cities, or if you're interested in joining our brokerage, you can text 2 Broker Girls, the number 2 Broker Girls, all one word, to 563-334-4983, and that way I'll know what you want to talk about. And you can also like our page, 2 Broker Girls, on Facebook. That's where you can watch us live every Tuesday from now on at 2:30 Central. We are a weekly show, so please tune in. And until next time.
All right. Thank you, Leah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Leah.
Yeah, no worries. I want you to get a pink ladies jacket that says Sandy on the front
Sandra
of
D.
it. Sandra D. If you don't, I'm going to be very
Did Sandy ever make it in the Pink Ladies?
Yes, at the end. With members put cigarette out and she's got her little leggings on.
I don't think so. Anyway, good job, ladies.
Thank you.
What is it, Rizzo?